Hey, what's up, everybody? Rob Sower here with Sower Real Estate at Keller Williams. Just enjoying a nice fall evening here. Hopefully, you guys are enjoying the weather as well. I don't know about you, but I'm a huge fan of the fall weather. Okay, hopefully, sorry, I'm balancing this on a paint can, so hopefully it doesn't fall. But yeah, hopefully you guys are enjoying the fall weather. Um, I love the colors, the just the temperature, not too hot, not too cold. I just love it. So, and I don't know if you guys saw in the newsletter write up, but I had a birthday in September. Well, I have one every September, but this one was a little different. It was kind of a milestone for me. I hit 50, and I don't know about you guys, if you have certain ages where, or certain um, numbers, I guess, really, where you hit and it just kind of feels different. And this one was weird for me, I have to say. I don't know, it just made me kind of more reflective of, all kinds of stuff. But anyway, it was really good. I had a great time. The BMW CCA Club had a drive that was actually on my birthday, and it was from Coeur d'Alene through Harrison. If any of you guys have been to Harrison, it's a super cool little town right on the water, and I just had a great time. So anyway, I hope you guys are getting out there doing some fun stuff too. Okay, so market dynamics. A lot of interesting stuff going on right now. And I'll just kind of touch on this here real quick. So as you can see, well, there we go. That's a little easier for me. This chart here, as we talk about every time around, shows the month to month over the last 12 months of the year. The red line being the fluctuation of active homes on the market throughout the year. The dark line being everything that went sold that month, and then the lighter gray line, everything that went under contract that month or pending. And then these red bars are each year how much appreciation, or in some cases depreciation, how much the market changed for home values, the average home price. And just a couple highlights here. So right now we have 1,482 active homes on the market. This is all existing for Ada County. And honestly, even for North Idaho, the Coeur d'Alene and surrounding areas, we're seeing really the same thing, just different numbers, but same indicator. So just keep that in mind. If you want to know more specifics about the North Idaho market, let me know, and I can get a little more detail for you. But so 1,482 homes on the market. Last month, we were at 1,602. So we've seen a drop. And we usually do this time of year, usually it's actually in October when it starts to tail off a little bit. But we're seeing that already tail off a little bit already. I'm not going to say that's any real indicator other than it just being the seasonality of it. I really think that's the case. And we had so many homes come on the market. As you can see here, we had such a sharp increase that I think that you kind of have to level off. And I'll come back to that here in just a minute. As far as the pending homes, we're at 512. Last month was 526. And the sold homes, 525. Last month was 566. So those numbers are pretty similar. Average home sale price is $609,000, which is crazy. It's a lot for Ada County. I think the big thing about that, though, is the interest rates. And again, we'll come back and talk about that here in just a minute. But what I want to really point out is, 1,482 homes on the market is a little bit more of what I would call a balanced number for Ada County. What's really crazy, though, is if you look back in January of this year, there were 220 homes on the market. 220. So now we're at 1,482. What's also crazy is back in January, we had 500 homes that went pending versus 512 this month. So that's really, I think we can kind of forget some of that as far as where we were. That's why we're seeing A lot of people talk about the slowdown in the market. There is a slowdown in the market. It's definitely much more of a buyer's market. And I don't care. I don't want to say, hey, this is a great time to buy. You guys kind of know my take on that. I'm not a big fan of these blanket statements for whether it's a good time to buy or sell. That depends on the person. There's some challenges for buyers and there's some challenges for sellers right now, big time. And I suppose there always are. I just think that they're bigger challenges right now. On the buy side, the interest rates. On the sell side, the buyer's having trouble with interest rates, therefore prices coming down. So if you're a seller and you want to, get the most money out of your home, that's a little tougher now. And just to give you an example, not to sidetrack too much, but just to give you an example, I was looking at this earlier, and if you were to take the average home sale price right now, which is $610, and let's say you put 20% down, which a lot of people can't, but let's say you can, about $120,000, $125,000 down. By the time you factor in your taxes and insurance and that sort of thing, you're at about $3,500 a month at the current interest rates. So, and if you took, let's say you were at like a $375,000 home, and let's say you had $50,000 down, you'd be around $2,400 to $2,600 a month, depending upon if you have PMI or what your credit rating is, all that kind of stuff. So those are pretty big numbers. And because of that, we're seeing prices come down. In fact, if you looked back, like I know 610 is the average home sale price right now, but if you go back a few months, it was actually 615. So we're actually seeing the average home sale price coming down, and we haven't seen that for a long time. I mean, if you look at the charts, since actually the bottom of the market was 2010, but it's just been going up ever since. And so now we're starting to finally see that pull back, because it has to. So what does that all mean to you? Well, it depends on what your situation is. So again, if you're a buyer, you have challenges. If you're a seller, you have challenges. I think they're pretty big challenges right now, personally. And I think a market like this, and this is not meant to pitch, realtors, but I think it's really important to have a good agent in a market like this. Not someone that's just going to tell you, hey, it's a great time to buy or a great time to sell. Again, that depends. And I would be a little cautious of someone that's always giving you the sunny side of the market, because it may not be for you. For you, it might be the worst time to buy or sell. But you won't really know that if you don't have somebody that knows how to really evaluate what's going on, and to say, hey, it looks like this is what's coming up, and here's what you should be careful of. I would just be cautious out there. I do think we're going to see some realtors kind of getting out of the real estate industry, because I think the market's going to get tougher as time goes on. Listings are sitting longer. Expectations are tougher to really digest. Prices coming down, all kinds of crazy stuff going on. So anyway, not to be all doom and gloom. That's just what's going on. It's just kind of a different market. So hopefully you guys find that helpful. And if you want to know more about your particular situation, whether it's in North Idaho or in the Treasure Valley, South Idaho, or Southwest Idaho, let us know and we would be happy to help. Thanks. Bye.